Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrade.com. It's Wednesday, the 7th of June. Right, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, and this is our midweek update. We're here almost back on the lows. The Qs are on the lows here today. As we've seen a change in the action today for the first time in a while. And by change, I don't mean like the market's falling apart or anything. We've just seen a change. So first up, after a big 2.25 day move here, we're getting some digestion here. And the S&P 500 still trading in an upper little flag pattern here. Volume, nothing special. With about 20 minutes to go, we're at 60 million shares. Nothing really elevated here. We're not even close to the 8-day. This gap remains untested. That's a key area to hold. All right, you can see the oscillators are still remaining hot. What we're seeing here, guys, is we're seeing some rotation. The IWM, big candle yesterday, day 2 follow through. Watch this 190 area as it comes up into it. This 190 area is going to be a big spot. And to my eye, it looks like we're starting to create a cup and handle pattern. This will be your cup up to 190, and then you'll create a handle out of here going from there. The Dow here also up today, holding in better. The VIX here is on the lows of the day, saying there's nothing going on. And then there's the Qs. And if you're looking at the Qs, this is the big change that's taken place here. The Qs here, you have an ugly candle. We're closing at this point, if we closed right now below the 8-day for the first time in a while, and you're seeing a change in the action here. And really what happened today is we had these big first 5-minute candles in the markets. And it was wild. Like, look at the size of this candle on the Qs we had on the SPY. And that was the high of the day on these. And we've seen a rotation. We've seen a rotation into energy names. You have a strong 2-day move now in energy up to the 50-day. The banks woke up a little bit today. Nice big move here in the banks coming up on that 200-day area. We saw moves in some of the industrials like CAT. Look at this explosive move today. Deere also exploding higher there today. So a lot of different types of names moving. We saw the casinos have been waking up. And you're getting the first look at some rotation. This market desperately needs rotation. And what they've done is they come in and they're selling these names that have been flying high. Microsoft almost down to the 21-day here today. And again, look at the volume. There's some selling pressure here on Microsoft today. It's not abysmal, right? But there's bigger volume here. There's sellers in Microsoft. Google is a ugly candle. This is a bearish hammer down, engulfing the entire range on this candle on decent volume. Okay, so some of these names that have been flying now, we're seeing this here. Amazon didn't take out yesterday's high, but also below the 8-day on big volume. This one getting hit as well. Nvidia, similar type action below the 8-day, still holding this gap. So, not overly worried, guys. I'm not just saying, but we're seeing a rotation out of these names. AMD, that beautiful candle yesterday, gave it all the way back, engulfed that. Apple's holding in just fine. I haven't seen a lot going on there. What we do today, I traded Netflix on the open, had a huge win. You got a nasty reversal candle on Netflix here. Tesla, a lot of people were long overnight here. It's calling, so giving a little bit of a topping candle short term. And that's really what you're seeing here. You're seeing rotation. You're seeing the energy names like ExxonMobil, very, very strong today. Chevron, very strong today. JP Morgan woke up here, not quite breaking out. Morgan Stanley had all that flow earlier this week. It's finally going in. So we're seeing rotation into different names, and this is good. The market could use it. So, you have to respect what's going on and respect that the market's maybe changing character, at least for today. So, going forward, let these tech names give you a reason to get back in. Look for reversal candles or something going on. Yep, Doug's bringing up Marvel. Marvel, kind of a nasty candle here, gapped up and not holding it. And we're just seeing this all across the board, and the names that were high flying, and these are these dozen or so names. So that said, the trade on right now is back into energy, back into tech, back into some of the big industrials. I'm sorry, back into energy, back into the banks, back into some of the big industrials. And it's not and it's the small caps, and it's not in the big tech names that have led us. The Metas of this world, the Amazon, the Microsofts, the Nvidias, the AMDs, the Teslas, they're all sitting here out of favor right now and getting a pullback. And honestly, a much needed rest is what I would say. By the way, Meta also getting hammered down into the 8 days today. We'll see if it can hold here. So with that said, we'll see what brings us tomorrow. We have no real data tomorrow. The Fed, we have that next Wednesday. There's data next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have CPI and PPI before the Fed releases their decision. but there's not much in the way of earnings. We have GME tonight. So nice and easy here. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Nice day with Netflix, and we'll see what we get in the AM. Good night, everybody.